Hi, this is Riddick Big Daddy Bo, two-time former world heavyweight champion, and you're watching Cool True Sports.
True School Sports.
True School Sports.
There you go, champ. Thank you.
Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I've been meaning to make this video for a while. I've been wanting to make this video for like 3 months. There's always so much going on with your boy BT that, sometimes it takes me a while to get to certain videos, but I had a chance to interview this young man 3 months ago in South Florida when Dubios was doing training camp in Miami. And I must say, out of all the prospects in boxing, and I'm talking about America, everywhere, like this kid is, I really feel like someone that needs to get even more buzz outside of his home country of the UK, because I think there's so much to like about this young man, and that fighter is none other than the UK's very own Azim. Azim, for those who don't know, 20 years old. 6-0, 5 KOs at the time of this video. Very fun fighter to watch. I mean, you can tell, yes, he may be from the UK, but you can tell his style is very American influenced. His favorite fighter, and if you ever talk to him, if you ever hear him in interviews talk about who he likes and who he admires, he'll tell you that his style is influenced by Floyd Mayweather. He loves Floyd Mayweather, and you can kind of see it with the way he fights. He kind of fights, with that American style, that one of the many American styles, because America has many different styles, but he fights with that style that Floyd used to fight. We're talking about, the arm kind of at the waist, a lot of reflexes, a lot of combination punching. It resembles, obviously you don't want to say he's just like Pretty Boy Floyd, but you can see there's influence of Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather, the early Floyd Mayweather, the guy that fought, at 135 and the lower weight classes and things like that. So with that being said, 6-0, 5 KOs. He had a unanimous decision his first fight in late 2020 in his pro debut, and since then it's been all knockouts. He's been stopping and folding up everybody he's fought. Not his last fight, but the fight before that, in his 5th pro fight, he won the WBC youth title. And when you listen to his trainer, he's trained by Shane McGuigan. When you listen to Shane talk about him, Shane is adamant that this is like the best fighter in his whole stable. This is the best fighter that he trains, in Azim. Azim is operating at such a high level as far as his talent and his skills are concerned at 20 years old. And then you talk to him and you kind of get a feel for who he is as a person. He's very disciplined. He's not really too bothered about anything outside of what's going on in boxing, and he has that singular focus to want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? He was a highly decorated amateur. Like, he was like one of the most decorated amateurs the UK seen in a while. He's someone that has sparred high-level opposition, high-level fighters. I know he told me he sparred Joe Cordina, and he sparred a bunch of other fighters, but Joe Cordina was like the main guy. I remember him telling me he sparred, and Joe Cordina, former world champion now because the IBF stripped him, but he's a very ambitious kid. I mean, really, really ambitious. I mean, he only has 6 fights. He wouldn't even be old enough to drink in the United States if he wanted to, legally speaking. He's 20 years old, and he's already talking about by the end of 2023 he wants to fight George Kambosos Jr. Now George has to fight Devin Haney. We'll see what happens with that. George is expected to lose, but still, George Kambosos Jr. is a top fighter in the lightweight division. He's been to the mountaintop. He's been the guy in the division before. So if George is still around and doesn't retire, and Adam takes that challenge, and George fights him, and he beats George, let's say with 10 fights, then it shows you the kind of fighter he is. He has a lot of ambition to become the youngest UK champion in history. Now I don't know who the youngest UK champion in history is. Someone can let me know in the comments down below. But he's 20 right now, so I don't know when he would have to win a world title by. But the fact that he's talking the way he's talking, it lets you know where he's at. And he's fun, man. He's a fun guy to watch. I mean, he can box, he can punch, he's quick. He's got those quick twitch muscle fibers. He can, he can throw that looping right hander on the guard. He can throw the straight. He can throw the up jab. He's athletic. When he knocked the dude out, when he knocked the guy out for the WBC youth title, he did the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. He's a big Liverpool FC fan, unfortunately, which, you know, is probably the only thing I don't like about him because I'm an Everton fan. But, you know, he came out to Liverpool's song, You'll Never Walk Alone, in Liverpool, so he got the crowd on his side. He understands entertainment. He understands his trade, and he's doing everything he can to understand his trade in the professional ranks. And I just really want people to take a look at this kid. We don't know how great he's going to be. I don't want to sit here and say he's going to be this, he's going to be that, because you just don't know what a fighter has till he's tested. You know, they can look as good as they want, but until they get punched in the mouth and face of adversity under the lights in the pro ranks, you just don't know what you have. But if we look at the things we can tell of Adam Azim so far, he looks like one to watch for the future, one to watch moving forward because of his style, because of his mindset, his approach, his temperament, because of who he has behind him as far as his trainer and his coach. And his ambition, you know, he's got that ambition as a fighter. And you listen, as a fighter, you got to have that ambition to push forward, and he has it. So if you're looking at someone, you know, from the UK to become the next star, you know, the next, you know, breakout fighter, this is, in my opinion, if you're looking at someone with 10 fights or less, this is your guy. To me, this is your guy. This is the guy that you look at and you say, he's someone that not only can he be a big star in the UK, but to be a big star in America. Because one thing I do know about Adam Azim from when I interviewed him is that, and check it out if you haven't already, just check out the interview with Adam Azim and myself. Just go on the search bar and type in like Adam Azim True School Sports. It's the only video I've done of him. It'll pop up. One thing I do know about him is like he has a great respect for American boxing and the American boxing styles, and he really wants to come out here and make his mark out here in America. So he has that kind of ambition that like a Prince Nassim Hamed had, and people like that. So yeah, so far so good, smooth sailing. You know, a five KO streak, 5 knockout streak. Already picked up a trinket in the WBC youth title in his 5th pro fight. He's already sparring top guys like Joe Cordina and people like that. And he's even done some sparring here in America with some good Cuban slick fighters down at Mundo Boxing Gym. So watch out for him, Adam Azim. You know, definitely a likable guy and a really fun fighter to watch, and could be a fighter from the UK that I think scales weight classes. I'm not talking about winning one world title. I'm talking about winning a world title in multi divisions, defending it, bringing the big nights and the big occasions back to the UK. And I even think that he has some things about him that a lot of British fighters don't have, to where you may just see Adam Azim making his mark here in the States. I'm gonna say before he's 25. He's 20 now, so I'm saying within the next 5 years. Before he's 25, he'll make some noise here in the States as well. But you know, one step at a time. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about Adam Azim. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take your eyes.
And I think True School Sports, he's the truth. One of the best YouTube, the best.
Ooh,
the
number one.
Number one.
Brandon, you've been there, man, and you're building up a good following with us.
Thank you.
And I'm proud to be a part of what you're doing too. You are spectacular, and
You know,
Thank you, man. All the best to True School Boxing, and keep up the good work.